The Aged Care and Sport Minister, Mr Colbeck, has been criticised by Labor for attending the Ashes cricket on the same day he declined to appear at the COVID-19 committee. Minister Colbeck cited urgent work fighting Omicron for his reason not to attend. Joining me now is the chair of that COVID committee, Labor Senator Katy Gallagher. Thanks for your time. What's your fundamental problem with the way that the minister responded to you here?
Well, firstly, I have no problem with people going to the cricket and over the break, all the rest of it. But we were told, the committee was told, that the minister was too busy handling the Omicron outbreak to attend on that day. And then we took him at face value, we shifted the hearing, and now we find out he was at the cricket. And I think if people remember, back on that date, 40% of Australia's aged care system was in lockdown. We had 7,000 older Australians with COVID in those facilities, staff working their fingers to the bone, and the minister's chosen to go to the cricket but tell the Senate that he's too busy because he's working on something else. And I mean, obviously that just wasn't true. Would it have made any difference had that committee meeting been held that day as opposed to later? Well, I guess we were in the middle of a big mess, right, in the middle of January. There was outbreaks everywhere, shortages of rats, the aged care system was in crisis. There was a lot of questions that the Senate had for the government. The government should have prioritised turning up. They didn't. The minister went to the cricket. He told us he was too busy, but he went to the cricket. And I think that's my issue. And it's really the message that it sends the aged care workforce, the people who have loved ones in aged care going through this crisis, is that at a time when they were going through that, the minister was too busy to front up and do his job at a time when everyone else is being asked to do theirs. And he has, though, when called upon, he has fronted up, hasn't he, on previous occasions? He has attended a couple of hearings of the COVID committee, but on this date, and we've been trying to organise one for the whole of January, shifting around, trying to meet the minister's time frame. He told us he was, on that day, it was too busy and it would divert resources away from dealing with the Omicron outbreak. We took him at his word on that. People were dying in aged care, staff shortages. Mike Baird called for the Defence Forces to be brought in, and now we find out that the minister was enjoying sponsored hospitality for 3 days at the cricket. And I guess that's the fundamental issue we have. Is this the standard that we are to expect from ministers now? Instead of hands-on dealing with the crisis that was happening, the minister took time out and, to me, at face value, lied about what he was actually doing. Have you been able to reconvene now for the minister to appear? No, we haven't had a hearing of the COVID committee. We have a series of letters to and fro. We haven't been able to land a time that's suitable to the government. And again, from my experience, this would say that the government doesn't want to front up to answer questions of the committee, and that's unfortunate. But that's a secondary issue, frankly, to the crisis that's underway in aged care and the lack of attention that this minister's showing it.